Hello. Tonight, hello Pixel, by the way. How about that Mario Maker 2 viewer thing, huh? Huh? That's pretty cool. It's been 2 weeks since I've worked on this because we took last Friday to do the grand Minecrafting. Viewer, oh, you don't know. The level viewer, Mario Maker 2 level viewer, is now a reality. Gamer making a game. Actually, yeah, I gotta show that. I gotta show that. So, somebody created an API, a public API. So basically, they built some software that's running on a computer somewhere, and that computer is hooked up to a hacked switch. Okay? So that people go to this website, they can throw an ID at it, and then that server, that computer somewhere, plugged into the switch, requests the level information, retrieves it, and spits it back as a level file. And then that level file, in turn, you can throw that into this existing this is an old program that's existed for a while. Burger, $5 going to Camp Horizon. Thank you. BCD files are what you can get off of a hacked switch that contain all the level information. But now there's a way that there's a website now that you can pass a level ID to and get the level info. So then you can throw that into this program. It churns away for a little bit. And then it tells you, apparently, this is an interesting little bit of info. The way that Mario Maker 2 levels store information is just a list of items. Like, this item is at this location. This item is at this location. And so then you can actually view the entire level, including hidden blocks, which is fantastic. This is an old level that I was absolutely convinced had a dev exit because of the clear check time. I tried and tried to get anywhere close to the clear check time, and I was like, there's got to be some hidden block somewhere that lets you get into one of these pipes, but no, it somehow it actually is legit. It actually is a legit time. I still don't know how it's possible, but I've at least been able to confirm, yeah, there's no hidden blocks that would let you skip big sections of the level. Because, I mean, this is a pretty sus ending with all these extra pipes. I'm like, there's got to be some way, but no. So anyway, that is neat that is a thing now. Pretty excited about that. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're here to make video games. So last time, the big thing that I got through was that now, if I add a little bit more ground here, one thing is you can play directly from the editor instead of having to like export, import. It actually takes a little bit of time for towers to be built, and you're kind of locked into place while that's happening. And different towers can take different amounts of time. So that's cool. Wide awake, huh? So I think the timing thing is nice. Yeah, you were going for a while. I left a tab lurking while I was at work today, and I would occasionally pop in to see, like, he's still going. He's still multi-boxing after all this time. Also, we have seals now, so that's an interesting thing. I don't know where to go from here. Deep down, I know that I want to play more Minecraft, but that's just because it gives me a false sensation of, I don't know, productivity. What do we actually need to work on next in this? Oh, you know what? I've got my big list of things that people suggested. So let's see if I can find any of this being useful. Let's see here. Puffin enemies. Ooh. Puffins. What if instead of puffins, puffer fish? Internet died, so stream restarted. Oh, rip. I don't know what a pufferfish could really do, honestly. It would basically just be kind of like bouncing around on the ground very slowly, but maybe does a lot of damage. All right, that's something we need to do. We need to actually add win and lose conditions. That's the next big piece. Maybe if I get that in place, then I will say that we've made progress and then I can go play Minecraft. So let's see here. Pufferfish episode. Explode. Ah. Yeah, they get here and then they big boom or something. Flying enemies need to be a thing as well. Enemies that basically ignore all of the pathing and just beeline for your tower by floating over everything. Oh, snowmen need to do better on targeting. That's something. Right now, when a snowman picks a target... Hang on. There we go. When a snowman picks a target, it just grabs all penguins. Currently, no. So you've got walls, which are basically just impenetrable. And then you got your main base, which is kind of the goal. That's the main thing you're trying to defend. So best target. We grab all of our sprites. Actually, easy way to test our pathing would be to basically just make a nice little spiral here. And put a snowman, I don't know, somewhere in the middle. And just see which one he targets. Let's see where the targeting's happening. See, look at these. They're just smart penguins. They know how to go through a maze. See, he keeps going for the ones in the back. He's always going for the last one in line. And I'm not really sure why. I really don't know why. That seems the opposite of what we would be doing. Okay, so when we spawn... Let's see. Enemy manager. No, that's not the one. Scenario. No, that's not the one. Well, it's kind of the one. Yeah, when we load the scenario, we push our tiles. Sprites, tile to build. Yep, that's fine. Scenario update. Here we go. Yeah, this is just in order. We just spawn an enemy and we push it onto the stack. So why would that... All right, hang on. Let's really slow this down. Let's slow it down even further. All right, so we got our sprites. Right now there are 8 sprites, which is fine. That's what we expect. Okay, still 8 sprites. Scenario. No, snowman. I want snowman logic. I want sprites, instance of enemy, and not submerged. Actually, I want just instance of enemy. All right, I slowed it down too much. That's on me. All right, there we go. We have a penguin. It keeps interesting. So the scenario is pushing sprite. Oh, it's the sprite ordering that happens. So oh, crank it. One more. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so somewhere we have a sort method that's getting called right here. We sort our sprites by draw order, specifically just for managing how we're going to draw them. And that's actually changing how the game processes things. So what I want to do here... What do I want to do here? All right, we're instead going to have a to draw, which is going to be a shallow copy of our list of sprites. Let's see if that works. All right, really all we're worried about is which snowman gets attacked when, or which penguin. I want this to always be going for the first penguin in line. There we go. Okay, now it's preserving order. Okay, good. All right, this one, enemy can't find route. We don't want to log that every time. That's going to be our error, like our, oh, tower took damage kind of thing, but we haven't programmed that yet. So right now, what has happened is that the snowman will now target whichever enemy was created first, like whichever one was spawned first. But if you have 2 enemies that have different speeds, that's a problem. We really want him to target whichever one's closest to the tower. How do we figure that out? Let's see here. All right. So we have this guy. He has a tile position. Is there some way I could get his... All right, navmesh dot mesh dot bind such that 8x tile and the enemy's own path. Yes, that's what I want to do there. Well, the tower. I'm using tower and the South Pole interchangeably. The South Pole is the goal, and that is what the tower we're defending is. It's not. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. And a dot tile y equals 2. Okay, so from that we do have. Okay, we do have a distance. That's good. All right, this is something. We can kind of use this. The route gives us the distance from the tower. I kind of want the path distance remaining. So, nav tile, I can use that to get our distance, our true distance. So distance is number of tiles. True distance is actual amount of ground to cover remaining. I think that's what I want to use right there is true distance. So we're going to include a distance to tower, which starts at some ridiculous number. And we have a nav tile, so equals nav tile dot true distance. All right, and then we're gonna use that for when the snowman needs to figure out which one is which. We're going to we're going to sort our penguins by that value. Oops. Dot distance to tower. Sort takes an A, comma B comparator. I think that's enough right there. Let's see if this works. Enemy can't find root is the one that we're getting. Okay. How is that still happening? It shouldn't be happening. Whatever. All right. So goal here is that our snowman, which we need to build apparently, is going to focus whichever one is closest. Yes. All right, it works. Perfect. All right, progress made already tonight. So the big change there is that our defending snowmen will now target whichever one has the least amount of distance to the tower. Now, currently, we don't have different navigation meshes. Eventually, we will have multiples. Right now, navigation mesh always respects walls. There will be a future one that does not care about walls at all. Like, it's just going to fly over everything. And for that one, you know, it's gonna be able to cover the ground much quicker. So you could have a penguin that is objectively closer to the tower, but has further to travel than a flying enemy that's like a little bit further away, but we'll get there sooner. Okay, so that just improves how they're targeting. Next up, we need to have a lose condition. We need to have some kind of tower health. What's our tower health look like? Honestly, I feel like it should kind of maybe be configurable, but I'm not sure. Enemy can't find route. Is that the same as enemy can't navigate? Here's what we're gonna do to check. We're gonna build our south pole way, way over here with a nice long wall, like so. And we're gonna let the player build a wall right here, then run around and build another wall to block the foes. I don't think there's any good way that we can like perfectly block multiple paths. This should work, but just in case it doesn't. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Not like this, like this. Yeah, this'll work. All right, so plan is, oh dang it, where am I? All that. I don't think I think I might have erased my myself. All right, so I want them to go through a long chasm where it looks like, oh yeah, that's the best route right there. Because the alternate is this mess over here. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, let them in, and then build one here, and then they're gonna have to go all the way around, and then I'll block it there. Okay. Go ahead and export that just in case. All right, so we're gonna let them in. It's a weird roundabout way of testing this. All right, let the penguins in. Oops, that's not what I meant to build, but whatever. All right, there they go. Now they're like, oh no, what do we do? And now they're stuck. All right, fine. So this is the route right here. So if they wind up here, we have either a dead end issue or they're at the actual place. So here's where we need to add our check to see, hey, are you guys at the South Pole right now? Let's see here. Let South Pole equal sprites.find a instance of South Pole if South Pole dot tile x, that would be the yeah, tile x, tile y. X and South Pole dot tile y equals this dot y. Then, hey, enemy has reached central tower. Otherwise, we have a trapped enemy, and we need to figure out what to do about that. Trapped enemies. So this is something I'm not really 100% sure what to do with. It basically comes down to what you would have to do is you would have to have built enough walls such that something like this, where the penguin has passed through into a little gateway of some type, and you build a wall on one end, creating a dead end, so the penguins start routing backwards, but then before they can get back, you lock them in. What does the penguin do in this case? I don't know. Does that count as destroying it? On one hand, good job. You found a good strat, it seems. A costly one, because you've eaten up all of this real estate, and you can never... The penguins can't route through that. You spend a lot of time and resources constructing that. It's like, on one hand... Gosh, wouldn't it be cool if, that just auto destroys the penguin? It's like, all right, that was good. It's gone. All those that you trapped are gone. But on the other hand, what if that's like some, I don't know, let's say some kind of boss entity that had a whole bunch of health, and you basically one-shot him by just putting down one wall in the right spot at the right time. It's like, I still want to give you some bonus, some kind of benefit. Maybe it's just like a delay tactic. Like, maybe it sends them back to wherever they spawned, and they have to path again back to the base. Because it's like, at that point, if you do manage to wall an enemy all the way through. Like, they pathed one way, you blocked them off before they completed their path with a strategic wall, and now they're pathing all the way back. Maybe at that point... Is anyone else here? No. Egg mayonnaise with a cheese slice. That sounds pretty cursed. Yeah, you might have 7 days to live. Like, what is the substance there? That's sauce on sauce and cheese. As far as I can tell. Unless egg mayonnaise is different than what I think it is. Like, as far as I know, that's going to be some kind of creamy sort of mayonnaise substance. Like, I think here we just call that mayonnaise, but I don't know. Maybe you guys have special types of mayonnaise that I just don't know about. Yeah, I think in this case, if this happens, we just revert the enemy back to their original spawn point. It's not a one-hit kill, but you at least get the benefit of buying some time. So, do we actually store an initial tile X? The egg mayonnaise has egg in it, like actual egg, like solid, I don't know, hard-boiled egg? Let's see, what is our sprite class? It's been a while since I've messed around with the sprite class. Okay, it takes an X and a Y, but then that's going to get overwritten pretty quick. Yeah, let's just give it. I don't know about this. No, maybe enemy is a special case where we store the tile location. And we'll just have a reset position method. Basically like this. It's good enough. And then same for resetting its tile X and tile Y. We're not going to reset its HP, so it may already be dead at this point. Chunks of boiled egg. Okay. So a few pieces of a few chunks of egg on cheese with burger sauce. I'm trying to imagine how did you hold this? Was it in a bowl? Okay, the amount of damage an enemy does to the central tower when they reach it. I think this is something that needs to be stored per enemy class, but by default, it's just going to be 1. Like a Cobb salad. So we could have boss monsters that are like instant loss. South Pole dot. We're gonna say HP. We're gonna say the South Pole will have some HP. Can you have 2 South Poles? What would that look like? I don't think you can, because I think the way that the navigation mesh works is, yeah, it has to have a base starting point. It doesn't find the closest South Pole. It radiates out from the South Pole. So the current system can only handle a single central tower. But I will still store the health on the South Pole itself. So let's go ahead and make that property available. But this is going to have some HP. 10, I guess. Sure. Why not? And then we'll draw that on screen somewhere. Where are we gonna draw that? I mean, right now I'm drawing... Oh, I'm drawing our money as just text here, and you know what? What if we just have a tower HP? Where'd the music go? It's just really quiet on this one. Get our music back. Is it just quieter now? There we go. All right. Let's fast forward a bit. Ooh, that'd be tricky. Yeah, right now the snowmen, like, the penguins don't do anything to the snowmen. Like, they get damaged by it, but they don't damage the snowmen themselves. All enemies just beeline for the South Pole, and that's all they care about. Let's see, did I do this right? I need to, like, I don't know how far over it needs to be. Further than that. There you go, that's good enough. There's our UI. It's beautiful. Actually, because this is a, Uh-oh. Huh. Oh, that's getting processed first. Wait, do their tile datas not match? Huh, hang on, hang on. I guess not. I don't know how that's happening. Let's watch. Watch closely. So the reset position is getting called instead of the HP deduction. No, they do match, though. Oh, and then I need to actually delete the enemy here, I think is the problem. I think this is all I need. Let's see. Let's see if this actually deducts tower HP here. No, it's not. Well, I'm a little stumped then. What did I screw up? Oh, I see it. That needs to be tile Y, not Y. All right, that ought to do it. All right, HP display. I could draw this kind of goofy. Let's see here. Here goes. HP is counting down. Perfect. And then once it reaches 0, we'll do something bad. We'll crash your browser. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Let's see here. Max HP minus HP is how much missing HP. Let's see. We're gonna have HP countdown first. I'm gonna use. I'll just have two characters switch between, you know, back and forth. Let's see. Let's do at for full HP, and then a dash for missing HP. Or no, an X. Yeah, let's do a dash. Monitor's beeping at me about being low on battery. It's just old and just old electronics that don't keep its charge correctly anymore. Let's do that, and let's put it in some nice fancy square brackets. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks great right there. Now it's going to be a problem when it gets to negatives, but it should do. Perfect. Yeah, it'll just get longer. Missing HP. Well, I is less than missing HP, and I is less than South Pole dot max HP. That should prevent that issue. This is the jankiest looking little HP bar here. It literally is just text at the top of the screen, but it will work. Perfect. All right, cool. It works. All right, so South Pole HP is displayed. We need to update, I guess. No, actually, I guess we don't. I don't know. What happens? Mission failed, retry, quit. I guess that's the options. Woo indeed. Like what are our options? End. Just close the window. The window just closes if you lose. Something like that, but in more detail. I mean, you're not wrong. You got the right idea here. Let's see here. We have our scenario handler here. Which is looking to see if we've got all our enemies on screen and all that stuff. Don't know what we do here. We also need a win condition. Let's see if this is accurate here. If I reduce the number of penguins to 1 and just throw a bunch of snowmen on here, go. Nope, it says we've already won, which that's not right. Looks like someone watched your stream. Hello, Schmelly Orc, first time chatter. So let's see here. Throw some ground on here. It tells probably. Oh yeah, I mean you could. That's a position. That's an honest to goodness position. Trust me. There's a lot of headbutting. Let's see. I'm piecing together that Schmilly Orc does game dev streams, perhaps. I typically don't do game dev streams. Like this is a very once in a while thing. We usually just play video games. So let's see here. Export that real quick before I forget. There we go. Throw that in. We do this about once a week. We didn't do it last week because of the new Minecraft update, and I got hooked. Oh, that's Luigi's Mansion music. That's what that is. That's jazzy. I like that. All right. So right now, this runs out after all waves have been spawned, I think. Current wave. Yeah, we pop the waves off. Usually, yeah. Okay, so this is not scenario complete. This is more of we've run out of enemies. Campfire, what? No more waves to process. Watch for all enemies dead. Let enemies equal sprites dot filter. I love the lambdas in JavaScript. JavaScript doesn't have a whole lot going for it, but the lambdas are nice. Filter a instance of enemy. And if we have enemies, then keep waiting. Otherwise, I think that's a win condition. So let's find out. Let's import that level we just created. Oh wait, no, that's a terrible one to import. Let's add some snowmen so we don't have to worry about it ourselves. Wall of Death, go. All right, so we're just gonna throw a dozen snowmen at these penguins. Oh, that's satisfying. Oh, that's so satisfying. Yes! Like lambs to the slaughter. Actually, the penguins are making moves here. Look at that. I did take damage. Okay, but notice we didn't get our console log message. There's no enemies here. Current scenario. Dot waves is empty. So why isn't this getting called here? If I call scenario update, we still don't get this. Did I not do this correct? How does JavaScript handle this? Oh, okay. You actually do have to do dot length. Apparently an empty array is truthy. JavaScript has a fun concept known as truthiness. The general idea, put a big wall here, so they have to go all the way around. The general idea is that you don't have to pass a Boolean into an if statement. Typically you will. If X is greater than 5, that kind of thing. But you don't have to. Just end the sentence there. How does JavaScript? You know what? That is a very good point. All right, took a little damage. Oh, there we go. Now we got our win condition. Perfect. So that does work. So this is the correct spot here where we log this as a win. So we'll do some kind of win process there. I don't know what that's going to look like. Some kind of UI thing. But yeah, in JavaScript, you can say if X greater than 5, and that evaluates to a Boolean, which is equivalent to if true or if false. But you can also pass it other things. Like you could pass it if 1, if 2, if 3. And numbers, here, let's zoom way in here on the console so I can just show this stupid stupid business off. So typically, we're gonna console log test. Actually, no. Statement was true-ish. And otherwise, we're gonna log statement was false-ish. So in this instance, because I'm passing in true to the if statement, we're gonna get statement was true-ish. There we go. There it is. Statement was true-ish. Perfect. And if I pass in false, we get statement was false-ish. And the Boolean can be something evaluated, such as what does 5 equal 5? Well, yes. Does 5 equal 4? No, false-ish. See, that's straight up true or false. But there are other things you can do. What if I just said if 5? That was true-ish. Why? Because that's how JavaScript is defined. What if I put in a 0? That is false-ish. The correct term, I guess, is falsy. Falsy and truthy. I think that's what it is. I don't remember the true version, but I think falsy is the false version. Also, we can pass in words. Test. That's truthy. What about an empty string? Well, that's falsy. Now, typically, what you're using that kind of thing for is like you've got an array of objects and you're saying find a value that's greater than 5. You know, give me the first value that's greater than 1, and it'll say, okay, here you go, 2. But if I said give me the first one that's greater than 5, I get back undefined. Which, if you pass undefined in to a statement, that is falsy. That's where it's actually useful. Hey, Nines, how's it going? So if I had a list of items, say a list of 1, 2, 3, and I just said, hey, is this list truthy or falsy? It's truthy. What if the list has nothing in it? That is still truthy. That's what got me. That's the thing that got me there. Is that an empty list still counts as a truthy statement. Maybe your mom's internet will let you Minecraft. Man, there's so many spawners in that area that Zombie Slicer found. The 2 side-by-side skeleton spawners, and then just like 30 blocks away, there's a side-by-side skeleton zombie. It's ridiculous. Oh, my throat. I'm gonna have to lay off the JavaScript soapbox. I at least want to get a win or lose condition figured out. Win we've kind of got. We at least identified where we win. Now we just need to do something there. I think what we'll do is set current scenario equal to nothing. Remove all sprites, maybe? And then provide some kind of UI thing that shows, hey, yep, you did it. Good job, buddy. Oh, I forgot. We made our, can all 4 be active? It's very close. It's super close. I don't think so. I haven't run any tests yet, but I don't think we can get all of them. I don't think we can get 3, which is very unfortunate. I think it's like right on the edge. Darn shame. I'm kind of tempted to hook them all up to the same grinder. Because then we only have to have one sorting mechanism, one killing ground, all that stuff. It'd be very handy. So we did our cool UI thing for buttons. Now, remind me how that works. This is how it works. Ah, yes, yes, yes. All right, so we give it a button with things, important things. I don't know. All right, so this is unfortunate though. We don't have a next kind of thing. So it's basically just going to be, all right, back you go. So, like this one right here, this is what we do. Load main menu is the, that's our function of what to do. There we go. Oh, and then I actually have to... No, I don't have to do anything with the button. Like, the button's done. All I have to do is say UI_handler.button, and that adds it. What do I do about text? Do we have a UI handler for text? I don't think we do. Yeah, right now we don't. That's annoying. All right, well, let's just do this. Let's see what happens if I do this. All right, it's gonna identify that I've won as soon as this penguin crosses the ground. Boom! Yeah. You win! Return to main menu. Thank you for playing. And then main menu just takes you back here. That's, honestly, that's good enough for now. What about... I'm not using sample scenario, right? That was literally just a sample. Yeah, we can delete that. Current scenario, load scenario. Ooh. All right, when you load a scenario, current scenario backup, I think is what I need. Well, is it? Here's the issue. Here's the issue. The issue is when you load a scenario in, it gets it actually gets edited as you play. So I want to make sure that we don't let that happen, if that makes sense. Or like if we need to restart a scenario, I want that to be available. And I'm not 100% sure how to do that. Yeah, right now it's got waves, but it's also got timer and everything stuffed in there, which that value is not part of the actual scenario. So what if current scenario backup is an exported version? Can we do that with the editor? Could we like export... Oh, it's just a stringify? Really? Ah, alright, cool. So if I just do this, I think that might actually work. So I might be able to get away. Well, well, well. If it isn't Mr. Germ Dove. So we should be able to get away with a restart scenario, which will just load scenario of the backup. Man, Germ Dove, the level viewer, it works. I went back and I beat a level that had a stupid dev block because I knew that there was a stupid dev block in it. Felt good. Felt really good. Yes, the multi-boxer is also here. Hello, Germ Dove. So we'll have a try again button for the failure condition, which we put that on not the blueprint, not the index, not the South Pole. It's on the enemy. No. It does need to be on the scenario. It needs to be on like process scenario update something. I know it's gonna be. All right. I've got my big stupid list of levels pulled up, and all I got to do is filter them to the ones that are skipped, and that I spent at least 5 minutes on, and I should have a good list of garbage from that, and then also ignore levels that are by people I know. And I should get all the fantastic garbage. It's gonna be good. There was one level that perplexes me. Because I received it, it was a normal level, I beat it. I think I went back to beat it after the fact. It's like, oh gosh, this is a long level. And I beat it, and I got a time in, and then I looked at the maker's clear check time and was like, okay, there's no way. And so I started like really digging in the level, like, all right, where did they put a dev exit? Because this section right here, it's literally impossible to do it faster than this, and then you have to do this part and this part and this part. And I was like, all right, there's got to be a dev exit somewhere. And now I was able to look at it in the editor, in like the viewer, and there's no dev exit. And I'm flummoxed. I'm positively flummoxed. Like, how did he do it that fast? It's just like a traditional level, but it's just really long as far as like it's red coin sections. And what about GQ? Oh, we gotta look at all GQ's levels now, don't we? We gotta look at all of them. Baffled, flummoxed. So what we want to do is we want to have a lose block here. Here's our win block. Let's have a function on Hey Green Heroes. Good use of the channel point option there. On scenario win. Green, I don't know if you are up to date on all this business. There's already been level viewers for Mario Maker 2, but you have to extract the file from the Switch, which requires like a hacked Switch, as far as I know. But oh, you've seen it. Dang it. All right. I'm just excited. I'm telling everybody. I've been cracking open levels from my monster list of this is my monster list of level codes. This is all the levels I've ever received since January 16th of last year. So this is almost 2 years of levels. That's almost a year. And so I've got my skips logged here, and then sometimes I'll go back and off stream them after the fact. And I keep track of like, all right, this is just excavation. All right, this is trolley hidden block shenanigans. Softlock City. Oh, that's what I need to look at. This is just hidden blocks. This one right here is just garbage hidden blocks. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. Wait a second. I don't have to wait. I can just do it right now. So let's see here. So you do the level data with the course ID, no dashes. Grab a level code, throw it in. Make sure to rename it to the right format. Don't forget. Don't forget to rename it. Levels. Yeah, it's got to be a BCD file. Oh, you guys are gonna love this level. CCN. All right, let's check this one out. It's loading. What really fascinates me is the way that Mario Maker 2 stores levels. It's just a list of things that are in the level and their coordinates. Hey, Nines. Battle theme. All right, we can do that. This is Softlock City, #DGR by Sans Undertale. So you know it's going to be a good level. All right, so check it out. This is the level. Oh, it's a beaut. Oh, ain't she a beaut? So I got through a significant portion of this level. Here is the hidden key I had to find. Don't know if you can see that. And then it's pick a door. Looks like it's door 2, but make sure to hold right. And then it is subworld, where you want A. Oh my gosh, this just, and then after all of that, all right, so you take A to one of these pipes. Not going to tell you which one do you take that to? So K is your final goal. Oh gosh. Oh, it's just a mess. It's just a straight up mess, isn't it? Yeah, and then it's a bean burrito. There it is. You need door D. There's door D. So you got to get this key here, I guess, somehow. I don't know how you... Oh, you just have to... Oh, I see. These guys are out of range until you jump. So you have to go, and you have to know where to jump. You got to make sure you jump in the right spot, because if you don't pick the right spot, you're dead. So that's from C, so that's from pipe G, which is right there. And to get to that one, I did get this far at least. I don't think I ever found this key here. I don't know how I would get to that key. Anyway, hot garbage. But I could beat it now if I really wanted to. All right, we have to scenario win and scenario lose here. If there's a current wave or not, actually it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is find the South Pole. All we're going to do here is get our win condition and lose condition programmed in so that it actually can give you the opportunity to retry. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about the level viewer finally being available to those of us without a hacked switch. Pretty exciting. Because it's like actually some guy hosting the API manually and everything, I'm not going to hook it up to the bot or anything. It would be possible to automate it, to where I could like automatically download the file as soon as a level is up, all that garbage. This is a really good idea to go beat them. No! Going to anyway. Did I ever tell you the story of OK Boomer 69 420 69? I don't remember if that was exactly his Twitch name, but he sent me a garbage level that was, here's a dark SMB1 ghost house. Find the 3 hidden blocks with coins in them. The haha joke being, they're in really awkward spots that are really difficult to access. Well, there was one clear on the level, which troubled me somewhat. It's like, how does someone actually clear this level? Because it's not obvious, and I did spend some time trying to figure it out. And then I was like, wait a second. This guy's name, I don't recognize it, but it's pretty unique. Maybe I'll Google it. And so I did. Found out that guy was also a streamer. Oh, you don't suppose? If I look at when this level was uploaded and cross-check that against this guy's VODs, that should limit the number of videos and, you know, just seek over the VODs, you know, look at the thumbnails like, oh, hey, look, a dark ghost house. Find it. And there's OK Boomer 69 420 gloating at his triumph of a level, like, haha, no one can ever beat this, but I will tell you where to find the coins. One is right here, one is right here, one is right, and sure enough, the streamer found all 3 of the coins. Like, well, I basically Googled how to beat this level, and now I can beat it. So I went and did. Next Mario Maker stream that I had, OK Boomer showed up, and he was not happy. How did you beat my level? How did you do that? I told him, well, I Googled it. It's like, no, how did you beat the level? I was like, all right, listen. What's the deal here? Why did you send me the level if you didn't want me to beat it? Why are you angry that I beat it now? If you don't tell me, I'll unfollow you. I'm like, oh gosh, it's a tough decision to make. I did not tell him. Haven't seen him since. So I think he followed through. I know. I think I lost a follower. Oh, I like this. It's kind of quiet. I gotta crank it a little bit. Oh, it's Kirby Air Ride. A cover of it, but still. All right, what was I doing? South Pole. If South Pole.hp is less than or equal to 0, then we're dead. We lost. And ban him. I should have just done that right away. Sorry about your internet, Burger. I'll check it here in a bit just to make sure, but it might just be your internet. Don't mind me starting to log into Minecraft already before I've actually finished adding this feature. So if you lose... just throw that window over here. There's nothing. That's just my red program. Just my big red window program. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what we can do... So this is the thing... Oh, you're still on it. Well, there you go. Our button functionality is really cool now. And what it allows us to do is, instead of just providing like left corner, right corner, center, all that stuff, instead we can provide it all these props. We can tell it X, we can tell it width, left is the same as X. Okay, so what I can do is instead of giving it the center, I can tell it, hey, I want you to put this at, I want the left side of this box to be, I don't know, 25 pixels from the center of the screen. And then I can say, I want the right of this box to be 25 pixels in the opposite direction, or whatever. You lose. Retry. And this is going to be a retry scenario. Restart scenario is the functionality that we're going to do here. Work on top of a dispenser. I think so. All right, so let's see if this works. All right, we got our lovely tower HP meter here. Here we go. Are we gonna be able to retry? Here come the penguins. Bop, 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 bop. And dead. Nope, didn't work. In fact, I win instead. So there. Why do I win? This didn't happen. Show me the South Pole HP each frame that this happens. The penguins won. That's what it is. I need to replace these guys with seals so they'll be faster. All right, so let's see. HP is 10. Oh! The HP is just not updating ever. Oh! Because if you run out of waves... Yeah, then it keeps waiting. So I need to do this check earlier. That should do it. Oop, return to main menu does not work well. Need to make sure that we are clearing our... yeah, this is what we want to do. Is do a clearing of the elements. I think is what we want to do. When we return to main menu, load main menu needs to have this as well. That's what it is. Okay, so refresh. Make these seals, because they're faster in the water. Here they come. Here come the seals. Oh, here they come. But then they get slow on land. Oh, they get really slow on land. There we go. You lose. Retry. Yes. Oh. All right. Close. All right, let's add some ground. And actually, let's spawn these penguins really close. How about that? That'll speed things up a bit. Yay. There we go. You lose. Retry? Yes. And it works. Let's see. Okay, good. Oh, and now I win, apparently. Uh-oh. Why do I win now? What happened? What happened? Why did I win? Okay, that needs to be a return. That's part of it. Apparently. I need to stop processing further. Also, I'm getting an error at 102-ish. Current scenario. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, because of the lose. All right, so that should fix that as well. I'm gonna build a snowman. Yes, it will. I just added that logic. So let's see if it works. Yes, all right. It remembered the wave and it kind of rebuilt it from scratch. So even if I build something... How does this happen? It's always on the second time. Why is it always on the second time? All right, restart scenario. Yeah, it's running out of waves, but it's not supposed to. All right, show me the entire wave when that happens. All right, when it restarts... Oh, the timer is already up to 119 somehow. Yeah, it's out of waves now. I don't know how that's happening. Because what it's doing is it's backing up a scenario right here. It's basically creating an entire recreation. Editor scenario. Dang it, I see. I copy pasted something wrong. That should do it. Okay, now we should be able to here, let's spawn these guys at triple speed. Brrr, penguins! Penguins! It's like a old Windows screensaver or something. Penguins! Much better. Okay, now it's actually, and if I return to main menu, perfect. Okay, and if I win, what if I win though? Which actually I will win if I only have one penguin because the penguin will die. There we go. I win with 9 HP left. All right, last thing to do is put that on the version history. All right, so the changes in this version are added logic to scenarios to handle wins, losses. Prompts for retry on a loss. What else did I do? I don't even remember. There was some other... Oh, Snowman now properly... let's see here. Yeah, Snowman now properly... Snowman now target... now prioritize targets based on remaining travel distance to the South Pole. That might have been the main things. Oh, and then finally trapped. Oh gosh. Yikes. Technically possible? Trapped enemies will be sent back to their spawn point. Oh, HP. Oh, that would be interesting. See, that's one of those things that I would want to be kind of creative on. Like, technically, it's like one way you could do it is just store a snapshot of all sprites' locations at certain times. The other way is actually store a list of inputs. That's probably the better way. Which that one gets tricky because if the inputs, basically if the code doesn't line up exactly on the replay, things will not work properly. So basically it'd have to be every time I process an input, I have to log it as a part of a replay file. Which, if you're limited in what you can do, you know, you've got, what? Up, down, left, right, and then you got number 1, number 2. And those are the only, you've got 6 keys you can do. It's like, maybe that's not too bad. Maybe that's pretty easy to house. Depending on how long the file gets. Oh yeah, that's true. So that would also mean that I need to actually store, like every enemy needs to get an incrementing ID, and then the replay data can store which IDs end up dealing damage to the tower. And those get drawn differently during a replay, but only during a replay, of course. It's definitely doable. Definitely doable. I just don't know how valuable it is for a tower defense game. I feel like typically you're gonna have a pretty good idea of what you did wrong. It's like, all right, I didn't wall up this area, or I didn't build my snowman fast enough. Something like that. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna play like 45 minutes of Minecraft. Yeah, no raid tonight. Yeah, a replay would definitely be interesting from a technical perspective. I definitely wouldn't want... Yeah, exactly. That's true. I definitely wouldn't want to program something like that in early, because right now, I still don't actually know how the input system is going to work. Right now, it's basically placeholder of you press 1 for snowman, 2 to build a wall, that's it. Like, it's gonna get more in depth than that, I think. Like, there will actually be useful, like, oh yeah, use scroll wheel to change what you're building and click to build or something like that. Do we add like pathfinding for the player? Like click here and then he'll move to here and right click to build, and I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys to your own devices, and I'm going to go play Minecraft. So, everyone have a wonderful night. Sunday and Monday streams, I don't know exactly what I'll do. It might be Minecraft. We'll see. And then Wednesday, more Mario Maker. So that's it. Everybody have a wonderful night. I'll see you next time.